Dave. I work in a job that qualifies me to have my student loans forgiven in 10 years if I work here. I pay minimum payments on the student loans, and because I work at this government service job or this community service job, my student loans will be forgiven after 10 years. The answer to that is always don't do it. Get your loans paid off as quick as you can. For God's sakes, don't stay in debt for 10 years. And have you heard that the government is questioning whether or not they're actually going to do this or not? So this comes from MarketWatch CBS. The government loan forgiveness program has rejected 99% of borrowers so far. Only 96 people are included in the first cohort of borrowers of the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. 96 people in the United States so far have had their loans forgiven. The Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. 96. So far, roughly 99% of processed applications for forgiveness under a government program aimed at helping public servants manage their federal student loan debt had their applications rejected. As of June 30th this year, about 28,000 borrowers submitted 33,300 applications to have their loans discharged under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, an initiative launched in 2007 that allows borrowers who work in certain types of public service to have their federal student loans wiped away after 10 years of payments, what I was just talking about. Of the roughly 29,000 applications processed so far, 96 have had $5.52 million in debt discharged under the program, according to a government report released Wednesday. Experts expect the number of approved applications to rise in the coming years. When the program launched in 2007, there was little publicity or clarity around it. Many who watch the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program closely have been concerned for years. That would be me among them. That its complicated mix of requirements would make it difficult for borrowers to access. There's also likely a large cohort of borrowers who believed they'd be able to claim forgiveness under the program and perhaps organize their careers and financial lives around it, but weren't aware or were confused by its many requirements, rendering them ineligible. 33,300 applications, 96 have been approved. If you're waiting on the government to fix your life, you're screwed. Get your student loans paid off as soon as possible. To start with, let's just assume that you were one of the 96. You still waited 10 freaking years to start your life. You waited 10 years to start your financial life. That's asinine. It's ridiculous. When we have people on here every single day doing debt-free screams that have paid off $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 in student loan debt, and they've done it in 1, 2, 3 years, not 10. They got it out of their life. They were done with it. They weren't waiting on welfare to fix their life. When you wait on welfare to fix your life, you get screwed. You get screwed. And that's what's happened. So, I mean, seriously, some of you have been, jerking around with this. You've been thinking, I'm gonna win this. I'm going to play the government game. I'm going to dumb my life down to the bell curve. And I'm going to wait 10 freaking years for them to forgive a portion of my debt, the portion that I have not reduced. Oh, I forgot. I didn't check into it. I don't meet the requirements. I'm ineligible. 33,300 people made 33,300 applications by 28,000 people. 96 were approved. Houston, there's a problem. I mean, really? You've got to be kidding me. Listen, that almost sounds like the odds of winning the lotto. It's like, yeah, I bet you buy lotto tickets too, don't you? The government's going to pay off my student loan debt, and I'm going to win the lotto. Two statements made by fools who thought they were going to build wealth. Nope. You're not going to build wealth that way. You're going to build wealth when you take control and don't wait on dumb luck and government programs to fix your life. How many people have you ever met in your life? Now, I've met thousands and thousands of millionaires. How many millionaires do you think I met that said, Dave, a government program made me rich? A government program substantially contributed to the fact that I'm a millionaire. Do you know how the 10,000 millionaires that we surveyed, how many of them said that? None! Not one! You know how many of them said they won the lotto? None! Not one! So here's the thing. In other words, are you going to believe in unicorns? Are you going to believe in mythology? Are you and when you say the government is going to fix my life, that is the definition of mythology. The government is actually going to help me, generally speaking, is mythology. Now, I'm not angry at the government. I'm just angry that the government has convinced a bunch of you that they are the source of hope. I believe in you. I don't believe in them. I don't trust them. I don't think there's malice involved. I don't think they're a bunch of crooks. I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I think it is the largest case of incompetence in human history. They meant well, but they absolutely do not know how to do well. They want to help people, but they absolutely cannot seem to get out of their own freaking way to get there. And this is proof of it yet again. 28,000 people made 33,300 applications to have their student loans forgiven under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. 96 were approved. All else were rendered ineligible because they did not meet the requirements. Which means you didn't know what the requirements were. You didn't bother to look at them. They didn't bother to tell you. They weren't even sure. They make crap up as they go along, and they change things. If you're waiting on them to get you out of student loan debt, you're dumber than a rock. You really are. You're just asking for a mess. Because you believe the mythology when someone said, "Hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help." When you hear that, you should run. Run! This is the Dave Ramsey Show.